Okay, I did a video not too long. It was more involved, but this was the one that it's pre-dismantle, no rust. It's a really clean frame and tub. I know you don't need the tub necessarily. We actually bought this specific one because one of our customers, and this is the video I made before, but anyway, one of our customers had bought a Jeep unsuspecting of rust, and kind of like yourself, did not want to give up on the Jeep and whatnot. So we ended up having a Jeep that came in. It was a little bit more for her, but it had a little lower miles, so it worked out, and we ended up just selling her the Jeep. So anyway, I have, let's see, I'm gonna get it fully dismantled. This is what I consider pre-dismantle, which the pricing I gave you yesterday, I believe I did give you pre-dismantle pricing, so you do save a little bit by that. And basically it ensures that if we come back with anything that we find that we didn't see, obviously since there's still a tub sitting on it, still pretty much on the ground, you know, then we'll refund it. We definitely not. All it is just, it gets you in line because our shop is super busy. We're a couple weeks out usually, so gets it in line to get dismantled. And then once we get it fully dismantled, we'll take it down. I mean, completely bare frame. It gets hot seat at a 4,500 PSI. So if there's any weak spots, it'll blow right through. We'll scope the frame. Anything comes back at all questionable on it. We've never had a frame get delivered and somebody not like it. So that's what we want here and whatnot. So, and if you happen to need a tub, or, you know, you talk to a shop, I still need to get a hold of that shop for you, and I will do that today. I'll just basically touch base with them and ask them if it's okay if I give them the phone number. I'm sure it is, their business. And then you can contact them directly and figure out the details and costs and yada, yada, yada. So, and then we'll go from there. All right. So yeah, without further ado, let me get into this thing and show you. So again, it's hard to see, but this is the area that really likes to rust out on East Coast Midwest Jeep. So most of this it's still got all the factory paint underneath it. I know this doesn't tell you much, but just kind of shows you there's kind of a glaze over here, and all the paint underneath is still nice and clean. And then obviously the inside of it, which right now all I can do is show you, you know, feel it basically. But we will run a full scope down it once it gets removed and go from there. But this is the most common area to rust out on a TJ, especially salted areas, Midwest, East Coast. So other areas that like to go are, or get weak, I should say, are gonna be up in this area. One thing to note here, see how clean these holes are, nothing broken off. You're always gonna get a little bit of buildup here because it's metal on metal, but nothing. Most of this actually comes from the skid plate itself, which we have as well, not on this one, but I do have some good gas tank skids and cross member skids, which you may need, you may not, but those are a lot cheaper to ship before. So the thing's got a ton of dirt, and I actually like dirt and grime because it preserves, as long as it's not, again, out of the East Coast, but you can see the box area here. And I know you're not looking for a tub, but it's important, equally important to look when you start seeing these start collapsing, which they're supposed to be indented like that, that's normal, but they'll actually build up and you'll start seeing them blow out on the sides here. And you can see this one's really clean down through there. So, and there's nothing, not here and not the front ones either. So I don't have any suspicion that this is gonna have anything on it. Like I said, this frame should clean up real nice underneath. It had some Nerf bars welded to it, so you can see a little build up there and build up here. But this is again from the leaching of the Nerf bar. Just when people put these on, they're not really conscious about not filling these in or sealing them very well. So a little bit on the outside, but we can grind this down and make it nice and smooth for you. Again, it just has a little bit of a bead from where it had that on it. So, but everything else looks great on it. And you know, a frame like this, obviously with the dirt on, it's hard to see, but I know I don't have any qualm that it's gonna have any issues with it. But again, we'll have to get it completely down. I mean, the bumpers are clean on it. The top of the sway bar mounts, those are always pretty rotten on a East Coast Midwest Jeep. So, and then same thing on this side. Okay, so nice clean, lots of dirt here, but nothing. And then you can kind of see in here, and you can see maybe right there a little bit. There's a little bit of dirt in there, but this is nice and smooth, which isn't, I mean, really the scope is going to tell us most of this, right? So, I mean, this isn't going to tell us much, but it is something that when I'm out looking at Jeep, I do like just to stick my finger in and try to feel Is there any rough, you know, is it scaling up? This one is nice and buttery smooth like it should be, and whatnot. So, all right, so this is the only frame that I have for anybody who's interested, and we do have a prospective buyer, but doesn't mean it's, so if you see this listed, it's I did it for my mom's birthday, so June 14th, 2023. You know, some of my videos go back 18 years, so if you're watching a video from 2015, 2010, it's long gone, but still call us, because we do get them in. They're not, the 9702 6-cylinder frame is kind of the gem. It's the hardest one you'll find, that you'll be looking for out there. The 03 to 06 frames are, I actually have one right now. They're hard to find as well, but not as hard. I do get probably for every 3 or 4 of those I get, maybe even actually probably for every 5 of those I get one 9702, 4 or 6, but the 6 is especially so. So again, give us a call if you're looking for a frame, 303-666-9020. Our website's partsbreakers.com. I think an axle is going to come out of this today, so we're going to go ahead and start that process. But so it may be listed, you might look out. But if you want to get your name on it, give us a call. We'll get a deposit on it. We do $500 down on them. And then, like I said, we fully disclose everything. You'll get another series of photos. So usually about 12, 15 photos. And then also, and that's top and bottom. And then also a nice long 10-minute video, really covering it as if you were standing here next to me looking at, you know, and it'll look like that when it's all said and done. That's an 03 to 06 that I just got in. So, all right, questions, comments, feel free to reach out. We appreciate everything and look forward to working with you.